Hi, this is Kapil. I am from SCTJU. So I have been part of the batch 2011 and I have done my computer science engineering in the Kanakpura campus. And with respect to my journey, the college journey has been something which is very memorable for me. Regarding my background, I have started my career with Thomson Reuters as an intern, then moved to Cognizant. Worked there for one year, and then I've moved to Unbox, been there for 2 years. So as a developer, overall total experience of 3.5 years into IT as a developer. Now currently I'm having my own startup which is called as Revampin, and I'm the founder CEO for that. It's been there into the market from past 2 years. We have been doing really well, and this is with respect to my professional experience. So life after graduation has been like very challenging for me. A lot of experience, a lot of learning, and we were facing a lot of challenges with respect to skills, with respect to opportunities, with respect to finances, right? So lot of challenges were there in the journey, and in college we were there in the comfort zone, like the environment where we have a lot of friends. We have studies, academics, we have sports, so a lot of things were there, and it was all comfortable. But once we get out of college, and the life completely changes, and it's been full of wonderful learning and experience for me. It has been on a positive end. Coming to Jain University, I was into sports, and the first thing which caught my eye was the campus, just by looking at the campus, I wanted to be there. It provides a lot of wonderful facilities, and it was a very great experience for me. Like the 4 years I was there in hostel, and the rooms were really nice, and these are the basic things somebody who just passed out 12th who comes and wants to get into any college looks at. With respect to computer science, I've been always fond of computer science, and that is the reason I chose, because it is my passion. I want to program, I want to code, and that is the reason why I wanted to get into computer science. Every day after the college, I was there in hostel, so it is a different kind of experience that we have, all the hostelites. So after the college, we used to have snacks, then we used to run to the ground, practice every day, right? So 3 to 4 hours we used to be there on the field, and this is the experience which definitely we can't get after passing out from college. And every day was a memory for me, and we had a lot of fests. We had conducted and organized a lot of fests. We have won tournaments, with respect to hostel, like all of your best friends are around, and you will have fun every day, and that is something which is very much memorable for me. There are a lot of teachers who would be very polite to you, a lot of teachers who would be rude to you, but at the end of the day, every teacher plays a very important role in your life. Whether you like any particular teacher or not, that is something which doesn't matter to me, but I feel every teacher is important, and they will play a very important role, and I have taken a lot of learnings from each and every person. Now it might not just be the subject that they are going to teach. It can also be a lot of learning in terms of life, in terms of personality, in terms of facing the challenges, and a lot of learning in that way as well. So I can say that every teacher has contributed to my life, and I want to thank all of them. Currently I'm not in job, I have my own startup, and it feels wonderful because like it is basically your passion that you're trying to put it out, and you're trying to work towards it. So how much ever effort I put, I don't feel like I'm working, and because I'm very much passionate about it. But when I was there, part of corporate, the kind of experience that I have got working in different companies, it was something which is really nice, and I would definitely urge all the students basically once you get into corporate. So it is not just the skills that you learn, but you should also try and learn how businesses run, how the market is booming, how the industry runs, and you have to try and get an overall or holistic kind of learning once you get into your job. right? So that would be my suggestion. Basically, what we learn in college is something you would be just aware of the concept, right? So I'll just take an example of computer science. So assume there is a subject called as data structures. So you would just be aware of what is a data structure and how does it work. That's all. But what happens once you get into a job or work is the company will start expecting you to solve a problem by implementing those concepts that you learn in college. So this is basically something called as a skill gap that every student who passes out faces, and anyone who gets into a job. So this is a challenge definitely that people have to overcome. Now what is there in job is basically you would be implementing these concepts and trying to solve real life problems, right? Implementing those. And this is where it completely is different, and this kind of learning is very much needed right from your college. So try and get into some opportunities, do some internships, and try and do some freelance projects, right? This will help you bridge the skill gap. Revampin is the startup name, and we have been there in the market past 2 years. And the first event that we have done was in 2015 November. That was done in Jain University, our campus, SCT-JU campus. Now, how did we get this idea and what is this idea? I'll just brief about that. So I started right from my end of third year as a freelancer. I was doing a couple of projects for different small scale businesses. I was building video brochures for them. I was building websites for them. I was doing some digital marketing. Now this gave me an experience into the world of business, right? How to talk to clients, how to interact with people, and how to deliver, how do you need to serve your customer. So a lot of experience into business, and this was one learning. And the second most important thing which helped us get into this idea was my final year project. So my final year project was into algorithmic trading, so automation of stock market trading is what I was into. Now this is a very vast field, and it is a booming field as well. So this gave me an opportunity to learn a lot more into the financial education segment. Now business experience clubbed with investments or financial education segment, these two these two are very important for any individual, because anyone who makes money should know how to manage his money, and to make money you need to understand businesses, right? So this kind of education I felt was very much useful for me, because it was helping me become better in terms of my personality. It was also helping me in terms of gaining a lot of skills, which also helped me crack a lot of interviews as well. And this, like my personal record, has been every interview that I've attended, I was able to crack it. And this has been my personal achievement. And this was only possible because of the exposure that I got in terms of business and investments, because it made me a better person. Now these two skills I felt was the most important ones that every student should be aware of, and that made us start Revampin, and we are into the segment of financial education clubbed with entrepreneurship, and a new segment that we have launched is also into self-healing, because we believe in a formula that life equals to health plus wealth. So both go on together, and you need both of them to become successful in life. So this is the idea, and we have been doing courses and workshops into financial education segment. We have been training a lot of people into stock market investments. We have been training a lot of students into entrepreneurship and business related ideas. So we help them convert their idea into a prototype and start making revenue out of there. So currently we are running 2 startups, and this has been my greatest achievement. And all the people who are part of Revamp and Thrive, they are from Jain University, right? And like we have been together right from the college time, and we have been working together. We have been facing challenges together. And the faculty, the best part is the faculty of Jain University are still helping us out, right? People who taught us different subjects, right? So they are basically our mentors currently as well, part of Revamp and Thrive. They have been guiding us, they have been mentoring us, they have been teaching us a lot of things, and they are basically the go-to persons that we have. And with respect to other achievements, we have won tournaments, part of the college cricket team, and apart from that, I have been a trained mountaineer. and lot many other things like small things, but the greatest achievement has been these two startups, Revamp and Thrive. I am proud to be a Jainite.